Hey, what's up, my people? How you doing? My name is Dalton. This is my YouTube channel, Dalton My World. And I tell you what, I was getting ready to go to work today. Wasn't feeling well. Went on, stayed home. Took a nap. Woke up to see what a buffoon, a narcissistic man with a Peter Pan syndrome had done to American policy, and to see a lockdown on Capitol Hill because the Proud Boys, I guess President Trump finally stated what he was going to do, like he did in the first election. He told the Proud Boys to stand back and stand down until he gives them the new orders, and I guess he gave them new orders. Those MAGA hat wearing people of his, and you heard it first, you heard me say it, and people gave me thumbs down, I got mad when I said it, and you heard it here first. It's the cult of Trump. Now you see with your own eyes, and not only you, all of the world, this is national now, see what I meant when I said the cult of Trump. And you heard it on my channel first. That's why I built it up, because it stated what was going on. It is a disgrace to anyone to consider themselves American to see what the President Trump has done and unleashed. One person has been killed. You heard me. They are dead. They are dead. Now President Trump is trying to tweet, okay, respect the police. No, you should have said that 4 years ago. He's trying to tweet and trying to calm down this can of chaos that he's unleashed. He created this. They're wearing hats and tattoos with his words and initials on it. And I am so upset, people. I tell you what, any of my friends that are Trump supporters, and I'm saying this from the bottom of my heart, y'all Trump supporters and my friends, y'all Trump supporters, y'all part of that cult of Trump, don't call me. Don't text me. And do your best to save your breath, and do not let the words Dalton Roberts Jr. slip your lips, because it's a waste of energy. I mean, I don't want to hear from you for at the very least 6 months. I am disgusted with what you stand for. I see the evil. I've known the evil inside of man. Something I always kept. I've seen it first spiritually. I was allowed to see it. It takes and it does not give. It can't. It is not of that element. People, what you see today is a disgrace of America. It's a lack of respect of anything that so many people have died to create, to be fair. It's not a way to change anything. What you're seeing is with black, Latin, or anyone that did not fit the bill of white supremacy had to endure and still endure to this day. It is a disgrace to the United States of America. It is a disgrace to the Constitution. It is a disgrace to all of us that have died I mean, that we have families and friends throughout history have died to keep America safe and the respect of the Constitution. It is a disgrace. It taints anyone that's considered part of that MAGA group, even if they were nonviolent. You taint it. Don't you understand that? And what is so sick is that they allow this. We as Americans allow this narcissistic buffoon, Donald Trump, to create this cult. Yeah, people try to rule him in, to rule him back in, but it's done now. And what Trump is worried about, I'll tell you this much. What Trump is worried about, he's worried about the chickens coming back home to roost on him. And it will, because of what he's unleashed. Okay? And I don't know if you can tell, I am disgusted. What you're seeing right now is considered Aries ice. Aries fire is when I get upset, and then eventually I blow it off. Aries ice don't melt so fast. This is just illiterate ignorance at its best. And now they have to run all these people in Senate and Congress to safety because of their lives. You know, the cult of Trump is not Republican. They're not Democrats. Okay? What I see when I see the cult of Trump, I don't hold any ill will towards Republicans. They're not Republicans. They're anarchist, extremist, KKK wannabes. And they're destroying America as best. Now, you heard me. I always try to be fair with Trump. But you heard me. I told you that there's a cult opening up, being built upon under Trump. And now he's trying to put a lid on what he's unleashed. Okay? He literally, and I'm going to tell you why. Because like I told you, in the past on my videos, you could go and check them out. I told you he's not stupid. He's narcissistic. There's a difference. Now, he's already broken the law, and they let him slide, which really just shocks me. He's already broken the law earlier this week, trying to get the senator of Georgia to reverse and find illegal votes to show that he won. He knew this was going to happen. He knew it. And if you hear the audio, which is out now, it's almost like the senator in Georgia is talking to a little kid in a grown man's body. But that's not enough. He made the Republicans lose the election in Georgia. How did he do that? He told them not to go and vote because it's invalid. And then, like a schizophrenic, nothing against schizophrenics, nothing against people with abnormal behavior, but his actions like a schizophrenic, he goes out, he goes to them, and then he tells them, okay, vote. These are not my words. Look at it. Look it up. He did it. He made them lose in Georgia. And it's not the first time that Trump has made a Republican lose their seat by going to their rally. But I tell you, I come to you and I tell you, this is not America. And I told you, yeah, I don't like being right sometimes. I'll be honest with you. But I told you that he respects dictators. This is what happens in a dictatorship. People storm the Capitol. But this is still America. And the reason I tell you this is still America is because something that happens in dictatorship has not happened here. Because if you storm the area in a dictatorship, then normally you're slaughtered. And look up your history. They slaughter them. But because this is America, and we try to do our best to respect other people's rights, even though some of people don't, as we're seeing right now. We try to use that as a last case scenario. That is what's so beautiful about being in America. No, it's not perfect, but it's a hell lot better than what Trump has unleashed. And what's so pathetic about this is, and why Trump is all of a sudden reversing like he's, like I said, like he's schizophrenic or bipolar or something. Why all of a sudden he's reversing it? Because he's not stupid. Because if you look at the Constitution says you have the right, the freedom of speech. Okay? But you look deep into that Constitution, what people don't tell you is this. It also adds, unless, and I'm saying this in layman terms, so please don't try to give me the proper and exact words. No, I'm not saying. I'm saying it for everybody to articulate. It states you have the freedom of speech unless it causes harm to other people or cause a riot. That's why President Trump at this time is scared. And that's why you're going to start seeing him put out tweets as he already has. Please respect the police and please do it. Yeah, no, it's too late. You broke it. It is a federal law. When you incite a riot, when you get someone harmed due to your words, look it up. It's a felony. See, they let him slide. They let President Trump slide with that audio that was caught trying to create fraud and force someone to break federal law and to mysteriously find 1,100, I think it's 11,800 votes, so or whatever, so he can beat Biden. So it looked like he can beat Biden, ignoring the right of all Americans that did vote. Trump cares about one person. He cares about himself. He don't even care about his family. He cares about himself. The second group that Trump cares about is his cult of Trump members. He don't care about Republicans or Democrats or independents or progressives. He cares about his cult members. There's a reason. Everything I'm telling you, you can look it up. I mean, this is a day of Google search. Look it up. There's a reason. And I was going to tell you about this. They're not letting any of Trump's. Now, listen to what I'm saying. They're not letting any of Trump's Secret Service security work for Biden or Camilla Harris. They're not. They're being dismissed. They're being put somewhere else. They're not being fired. They're being moved somewhere else. They're not going. They learned from their mistakes that was made with President Kennedy and his assassination so long ago. Okay, they're not stupid. And yes, that none of those Trump Secret Service people are going to be working in the White House for President Biden or Vice President Camilla Harris. None of them. But I was not planning on making this video. But I'm just so upset to see that I can't say we, because a lot of us has already been screaming to our voice, top of our voice, trying to get our officials to do something to reel Trump in, because we knew. He even told you what he's going to do. At the end of, he told you that he does not denounce white supremacy. He told you that he literally gave military commands to the Proud Boys at the end of his first presidential debate. And now he gave them orders. And this is just starting. This hasn't been finished yet. So the worst part is we're holding our breath, because when night falls, that's a whole different reality. I guarantee you. But as I'm telling you right now, one person has already been killed. I believe it was inside the Capitol. They rushed everybody out. They got people scared. Republicans and Democrats alike are scared, because they understand that these people are under the cult of Trump. They're not Republicans. They're not Democrats. They're not independents. They're not progressive. None of that. They're not libertarians. Okay? They're controlled mentally, physically, and spiritually, as if Trump is their God or their Messiah. And that's who they're loyal to. Oh, they can paint it and cover it up as if they're being patriotic. This is not being patriotic. This is not respecting those who have fought in the military and died. And some of them that has fought for America that's not in the military. This is not, this ain't being patriotic. This is being occultist. And they're so close. And it was once, I remember a movie, it once said that when you're inside of a tornado, even if you're at the eye of a tornado, it's sometimes almost impossible to see what's going on the outside of the tornado, because you're so wrapped up into it. But I just want everybody to be on alert, to be safe, on all people, especially people, if you're people of color, if you're just different, you have a different sexuality, whatever, be safe, be on alert for the next month, okay? Because something tells me these wannabes are not done yet. All right. walk in pairs, walk in groups. You know, obey the law, but be prepared to defend yourself. Anyway, like I said, I didn't even want to have to. I didn't even expect to make this video, but this is going on right now, and for some reason, I feel like it's going to get worse before it gets better. And you know what really upsets me is that the proceedings going on today, it was just protocol. I'm serious. It was just protocol. It's kind of like when you sign for Amazon package. You already got it. You're gonna get it. Whether you pick it up or have it delivered, you're gonna get it. The hard part's done. It's signed, sealed, delivered. The protocol is just a sign for it. One way or another, you're gonna get it. You're gonna get the package. President, what they were doing today was just strictly protocol. And these people thought they were doing something big. What they were doing, they were doing something disgusting. I'm gonna tell you, like Malcolm X said, you can use all the isms you want. Racism, okay. You can use all the isms you want, but what this is clearly the President of the United States leading a coup to overturn the very essence of the United States and its government. And it's not done yet. Alright, you can subscribe if you want to. Don't want to. Right now at this point I really don't care. I just know that I just feel that I'm disgusted that it's gone this far with Trump and his ignorance. I am disgusted. I hope y'all stay safe out there. Do your best to stay calm. And you know who I am. You know how I am. Protect yourself to the full extent of the law. But do not go and try to provoke or be like Trump and his flunkies are doing right now in our capital. All right, I thank you. Hope you have a better good night.